Lila, on behalf of Law Offices Susan L. Ward and the station, we want to congratulate you on being the state champion in the 1600. We want to present you with a certificate. Thank you for being Athlete of the Week, and we have a gift basket for you and a mug from the law firm, and wish you all the best at Elon University.
Thank you. I'm Lila Bensky from LADUE High School, track athlete. See me on C Players Now. 4 or 5 years now. I started when I was in 8th grade, and then I continued through all of high school. I do distance, track and field, and then cross country. They definitely had probably one of the biggest impacts on my career as a runner, for sure, because my coaches were just constantly a support system, and they really knew what they were doing. I had a lot of coaches throughout high school just with all the different seasons, and they all were just so supportive, and they all knew what they were doing, and they were just so proud of me no matter what happened. And my teammates were just as supportive as well. They really always had my back, and whether it was a bad race or a good race, they just were always so proud of me. It's kind of helped me be like more of a mindful person and pay more attention to myself, if that makes any sense. I kind of like to, I think it made me more like aware of what was going on with myself, and more aware of, okay, well, I'm not feeling good this day, so I probably should like lay back on my run or something like that. And the way that transfers into my life is, if I'm getting really stressed out over like a test or something, I kind of know, okay, it's time to like take a step back. It's time to relax for a second, and that always helps me perform better in both running and taking a test or doing homework or something like that. They've always been such a big support system for me. Running is not something that is a like super big thing in my family. I was kind of the first one in any of my family to be a runner, so it was definitely a new thing, being that we were like a baseball, soccer, basketball family before I found cross country and track. But you know, they've kind of just taken the ride along with me because it was new to me too, and kind of just learned as we went together, and they just constantly supported me no matter what. And sometimes they'd be like, was that a good race or was it a bad race? And I just have to tell them it was good or it was bad. And no matter what, they were proud of me, and they always had my back, and they always were so proud of me no matter what. Funny story, so we have like some home videos, and one of the home videos, I think my dad and I were home alone. My brother was at school, my mom was doing something, and I decided that I wanted to be in the Olympics. I was into like kind of like dancing and cheerleading, but for some reason I like had this whole running course mapped out in our basement. I was like sprinting around our basement and like doing laps around the pool table, and then my dad like would sit me down and have an interview with me afterwards, and I'd tell them that I was an Olympic runner and all this stuff. And it like surprised me, because later on in life, like I hated running when I was in elementary school. I hated every time we had to do the mile in PE or anything. I just like I hated it. I just never wanted to do it, but somehow I kind of came full circle and ended up really loving it. And so when we found those home videos, we just thought it was hilarious, because I was saying, how is this Olympic runner, and I was so fast. And I think just being a part of any sort of athletic when you're, I guess when you're in high school in particular, is such an important thing, because I met people, amazing people that I never would have met without cross country and track, and just people that if I had just passed them in the hallway on a normal day, I never would have said hi to them, never would have thought to say anything to them. But they're some of my best friends now, and that never would have happened. And you get such a strong support system. In addition to that, obviously you get to like stay in shape, stay active, and that just helps you in general when, like I said, when you're going home and you have to study, like at least exercising just helps you focus so much more with that. And so I just think in all, it just makes you a better person. And of course running, I'm biased, but I think running is probably one of the best things that you can do for yourself. It's such like a mentally cleansing sport.